So good morning. So I'm gonna start today. I'm having breakfast now. I'm currently working on that. Anyway, I want to talk about Happy Black History Month. It's February 4th. It's the fourth day of Black History Month, and we on Black History Move. Who moves? Black History Move. We want to talk about the Black Panthers operation. It started under the Richard Nixon administration. And we want to know what purposes it was supposedly. We know it was very violent. It was a very aggressive group. Um, the main leader died. He died in 2000, 1997. He died. But the second leader is named Matthew. I met him. Matthew's not a good person, but the whole reason for this they were been they still quiet for so many years to now because they've been trying to take over neighborhoods, but it never works out. Um, Matthew today is 72 years old. He tried taking over seven neighborhoods in his lifetime. He's been homeless 57.2% of his life. The first neighborhood he tried to take over was Philadelphia, 1987. Um, well, 1 year he was there for 1 year and 2 months, and two Ecuadorian young men, a 17 and 18 year beat him up for 7 minutes. The second neighborhood he tried to take over was in 1992. He was there for 7 months and 2 days. It was in Southeast Houston, Texas. Three white young men beat him up for 11 minutes, and he left. He tried attempting to take over another neighborhood in 1999 in Dayton, Ohio. He was there for 1 year and 3 months and 2 days. Two young Italian men beat him up for over 5 minutes. And then neighborhood number four. Hold on. Neighborhood number four was in Oak Clinton, Oklahoma. This was in 2002. He was there for 2 months and a half. And three Puerto Ricans beat him up for over 8 minutes. Then number five was in 2009, Springfield, Illinois. He was there for 1 month and 1 day. Um, Five Dominicans and two Ecuadorians beat him up for over 8 minutes. And neighborhood number six was in Jacksonville, Florida. In 2017, he was there for 8 months. Three young black men beat him up for over 5 minutes. In 2021, he was living in Irvington, New Jersey, trying to take over a neighborhood. He was there for 3 months and 2 days trying to take over. He got beat up by two Puerto Ricans. He's been homeless in New York City since September 2022. He's still in the streets every day. Um, and the whole operation is like he walks around neighborhoods and they scrimmage lines. And they take over a part of a neighborhood and they go and then he works as a service worker for like office or something. He's very like he's a gopher. Now, in many of these cities I go, he's a gopher for people. He's very personable. He's a gopher. He's very limited in his vocabulary, but he knows what he's doing. Some of these operations, the Black Panther members, there was seven, but they're in Amsterdam today, and they're not currently active members. There's only 17 members left, and they're in New York City, including Kingpin. She works, as she says, she's the manager of the Christie's on Christopher Street, and she's there right now. She always has a size small, medium, or large afro on. She's a homegrown girl. Um, so I want to talk about by the Kennedy administration, the maximum members of the Black Panthers was 772 of them. Seven left today in Amsterdam. There's only 17 in New York. Kingpin is the second leader today. Matthew is him. They try to take over neighborhoods and try to scare away white people. And they said they want to do this all over the nation. And they have paralyzed neighborhoods like Central Park South. They had over 700 operators on September, October. I was there and I had to get rid of all of them. I've been trying to scare this man off. This man, we don't know where he come. This rumor that he was born and he appeared in Mexico. But we don't know. I can't figure out if he was where he came from. Anyway, so they currently trying to take over four neighborhoods in New York, including Dumbo, Central Park South, Soho, and the Upper East Side. But we run. It's impossible. They canceled the Upper East Side today. Um, and this man currently sits down in Soho, on Prince Street, and there's a little benches there. He sits there, he smokes his cigarettes all day, and then the little office is behind where he usually there at this time, smoking a cigarette between 5 and 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. Ah, so I want to talk about how we are over accommodating black people, and we're hurting we're hurting black people as well, and we want to talk about this on Black History Month. I see because I have talked about the problem that every single black person cannot put on perfume and cologne and fragrances, and I see that. I see I own Valentino, and I that's why I took her down from the paint the portrait in Soho, and I see Armani using black people for their colognes and perfumes, and the Old Spice guy from Nigeria, and those and they put those things, the pigmentation of the skin, and they start white spotting, like they give white spots, manchas, and that's for we over accommodating them. We want to give them a job everywhere. The fragrance and the cologne department and the perfume department is not the department we should be over accommodating them, and because it's not good for them, and they're false advertising, and that's why a lot of them have those white spots, and they look like albino spots. I call them albino spots, those patches, and because those things are not good for their skin, and you guys are too much with it, sometimes.